welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Cool. So, have you seen this video yet? I'll wait. No? Go and click that link. Thank you. Cool, so moving on. We are going to be comparing the XM5s to the AirPods Maxes. So, I'm a bit biased, but I'm not a bit biased as well because I'm not, but like I am, but like I'm not, right? So cool. We're going to talk about design and build, sound quality, noise cancellation, transparency mode, ambient mode, comfort, battery life, connectivity and compatibility, controls, and price. So let's start off with the design and build. Yeah, cool. So just looking at them, let me take the AirPods Max out of the case so that you can see how pretty it looks, yeah? So this is 250 grams. This is 385 grams. This is heavy. So it has, you know, some aluminum here. It has some stainless steel here. Like you can feel it. After a couple of hours, it's like, oh, okay, cool. But like, I'm sure like you can get a lot of hours out of this one, definitely, because it is very lightweight. This has a plastic construction. This has a stainless steel aluminum construction. So of course this is going to be heavier. When you're wearing it, it feels like, it doesn't actually feel like anything is on your head. But when you're wearing this, you can absolutely feel like, okay, something's on my head. But because of the transparency mode, it doesn't, but I'll get to that. Both of these can fold flat, but they can't fold in. The XM4s, I'm sure they could fold in like this, basically like this. But these can't do that anymore, like they're flat. They're very malleable. Well, you know, you can move the air cups around. This one, you can't really do that. They're more rigid, but where are you trying to go anyway? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, cool. So sound quality, it's very subjective, isn't it? I've listened to both of these headphones, and because these are more bassy to me, I prefer these, but that's just my opinion. A lot more people prefer the XM5s because of, you can personalize your sound a little bit more. Like it has its own EQ settings that you can like go in for. With the AirPods Max, not so much, especially when you're listening to Apple Music. The customization on the EQ settings, it's not all that compared to what you get with the Sonys. You know, people say they are bass heavy, but when I say bass, I like my... I seriously like my bass. Like if I don't feel the bass through my body, it's not enough. Do you know what I mean? And this gives me more than this. So yeah, no, subjective, completely subjective. But what I've heard people say, and I do agree with, that the AirPods Max is a little bit more cleaner. You get more of a balanced sound coming out of the AirPods Max. It's very crisp. It's a very crisp, clean sound you're getting from these. But yeah, wish I could customize this more. Because I listen to Spotify as well, you can adjust your EQ settings in Spotify, which is nice. But with the Sonys, you're customizing them as a headphone themselves. You're also customizing them through the Spotify as well, so you have a little bit more to play with on the Sonys. For sound quality, I must mention I'm not an audiophile, so like you like what you like in it. If anything, I say go into a store, listen to both, tell me what you think. Do you know what I mean? But we're for a screen right now, there's only so much I can do for you. Cool. Active noise cancellation and transparency mode. For me personally, yeah, nothing beats the transparency mode or the ambient mode on the AirPod Maxes. It's too clean. When I first put them on, I was just like, oh my goodness. It feels like nothing's on my head. Even though I can feel like something's on my head because of how heavy it is, but like the sound is clean. It's like how I'm hearing the outside now is how I'd be hearing the outside if the headphones were on my ears. Do you know what I mean? The transparency mode on the Sonys are cool, but they're just not as good. Cool. So for lower frequencies, the Sony XM5s, the active noise cancellation, 10 out of 10 would recommend. But for the higher frequencies, I'd say the AirPods Maxes are good for the active noise cancellation as well. Both are very good, but I'd say that the Sonys would win. If I'm trying to be honest. Yeah, the active noise cancellation on here, it's quite good, I can't lie, it's quite good. And what's nice with the Sonys as well is that based on the settings, it will adapt. So it will have adaptive noise cancellation as well. But so does the AirPods Max. And the AirPods Max also has spatial audio. So here's the source of the music, right? And spatial audio is when I turn my head, all the music is coming out of this ear more so. And if I turn my head this way, all the music is coming from this side almost. So it's just like, it's like you're there, like at the concert, do you know what I mean? So like I'm at the concert, the music's coming from here. I turn my head, ooh, more in this ear. Ooh, turn my head, ooh, more in this ear. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of vibes. And because of like software updates and such delights, there's something called conversational awareness. When someone is speaking to you, if you have that mode enabled on your phone, it will lower the volume in your ears and increase the volume in your surroundings, so to speak. So the transparency mode is increased. That might get annoying, like if somebody's always talking to you and just like, bro, I'm just trying to listen to my music, leave me alone. But like if you're walking on the street and you need it activated or whatever and you can't bother to press the transparency mode button, yeah, like can you speak now, like, do you know what I mean? Like it can work. Me personally, I don't use it because if I have my headphones on, don't talk to me. It's as simple as that. Yeah, cool. Comfort. So have to give it to these hands down. Why? Because these feel like pillows. They actually feel like pillows on your ears. They are so good. And they are very lightweight, as I mentioned earlier in the video. Like they basically weigh nothing. They're just so good. You can wear these all day and not feel a thing or not feel strained on your neck. Battery life, up to 30 hours with active noise cancellation enabled, up to 40 hours without, up to 20 hours with active noise cancellation or transparency mode. As you saw at the start of the video, it has this bra-like case or smart case, whatever you want to call it. This thing here, when you put the AirPods Maxes in here, you enter ultra low battery mode. These things never turn off, you see, that's the problem. As to why, I don't know, but they don't turn off. So if you want to keep them in as much of an off state as possible, you're gonna have to put it in these cases. Yeah, isn't that great? Connectivity and compatibility. These, you can connect them to basically anything. Your Android, your iPhone, cool, so fine. With your AirPods Maxes, it's limited availability or functionality with non-iOS devices. Yeah, so if you don't have an iPhone or an iPad or a Mac, or just if you don't have an iPhone, I don't think this makes sense for you. I think that's quite obvious though. But like if you have an iPhone, win-win-win. The Apple ecosystem will love to see you here. And what's nice when you're connected to an Apple product, you can benefit from the spatial audio and you can benefit from the seamless device switching. I'm talking, I have these headphones on, I'm on my Mac, I'm playing some music, I'm gaming, I'm doing whatever on my laptop, right? Someone calls me, pick up the phone, ooh, automatic switching. I'm now on the phone with my headphones, do you know what I mean? Cool. I end the call on my phone, back on my Mac, switches to the Mac immediately. Do you know what I mean? Oh, stop what I'm doing on my Mac, head over to my iPad to do something quickly, listening to music on my iPad, switches automatically. I don't have to do that. It just knows what device I'm using. Don't let that go over your head, yeah? Controls. With your Sonys, you have your touch controls, the playback, volume, and active noise cancellation. The active noise cancellation button is right there. With the AirPods Maxes, you have your digital crown for volume controls and playback to pause, play, forward, all of that. And then you have your button here for active noise cancellation and transparency mode. Cool, so priced. As I'm sure you know, these are not cheap. These are gonna run you £549, yeah? These are gonna run you around £320, yeah. So, you know, neither are cheap, but this is just really not cheap, do you know what I mean? So like, cool, like, totally up to you. Like, this is clearly more budget friendly and you're getting a lot for your money. So this is also compatible with a lot more things. It's also lightweight, but this is just bougie. Like, why do you not want to be bougie? Don't listen to me. Do not listen to me. But yeah, These seem like the strong winners, do they not? Like, more battery life, they're lightweight, compatible with a lot more things, you know? They both charge via USB-C. Well, these charge via USB-C, and the new ones of these charge via USB-C. So Apple came out with some different colors and a USB-C version of these headphones. I unboxed them for the channel. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it there somewhere. But I already had these, do you know what I mean? So these are so fine. But this charges via lightning. So obviously get the right pair. But yeah, guys, that about wraps it up. Wraps it up? It wraps it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, like. Bye.